Hello guys, welcome back. What'll hopefully turn into another video. So as you see, I'm in a different kayak yet again, PA14 this time. Got an electric motor going, so I'm just out at Snowdon's Beach, Port Adelaide, Port River. Yeah, just testing it out basically. Have a fish at the same time, but this is the first time out on the kayak, so hopefully I don't sink, doesn't get any water in it, and I don't get stranded with this motor. Anyway, I've got a few lines going on out at the same time. I'll fish at the same time, but yeah, this is just really a bit of a test to see how this goes today. Like I said, hopefully this turns into a video. Oh, looks like I'm onto something already. First fish, probably a salmon trout. Just on a double clutch, nothing spectacular, whatever it is. Yep, just a small salmon trout. Let's go 21, and that's 22. I'm going to keep some of these to give to Lee. He loves salmon trout. So, well, that was quick. I've been on here for all of 2 minutes. Excellent. So I can flick a soft plastic underneath some of these bridges. Soft plastic then. Another little one, and that'll go in size as well. Another one on by the looks of things. Just doing a bit of trolling. Just along these rock pools here. Good to get a bit of action at the same time as you're doing a bit of testing. Oh, and I think I'm on that one too. Yeah, so on this one. Looks like a bit of a better one. I haven't been to the port for a while, and yeah, the swell was supposed to be up a little bit today and the wind up a little bit, but yeah, obviously I wouldn't have as much swell here, so I thought I'd come. Oh, that one seems to be off. That's alright. And that one's just over 24. Excellent. So I've got to say, I'm enjoying this electric motor business. It's alright, I did have my Mirage drive in here as well, just in case the battery doesn't last as long as I thought it would, and yeah, be able to still get back. Didn't think I was going to be in another PA14, but yeah, one come up for a decent price with the motor, and thought, yeah, I'll give it another crack. I've got a trailer, so it's fine, a trailer around. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll get another kayak as well. More than likely, because I always try to take out some friends and some family out as well at times. But as usual, a little bit noisy at the port. Got some ships being loaded, bit of action around the place. No other boats though so far. But yeah, it is just a Thursday morning. But yeah, fantastic morning so far. Hardly a breath of wind and sun's up. So yeah, beats going to work, that's for sure. Been working too many hours lately. So no, this is pretty good. I'm going to go towards some of the other bridges. I did a bit of flicking at some of the other wharfs there, and man, you know, got broken off a couple of times. I'm lucky I got my lure back, so it looks like I'm on again as we speak. Switch the motor off. salmon trout today, so good to see they're still in the port. I mean, that was only a few minutes, as you saw, since I caught the last one. And what I was going to say as well, you know that last video I put out, what did I title it? Still Doing It Tough or something. When I first started doing some fishing, you know, a few years back, I'd watch some videos. I'd watch some videos and saw like all these people, you know, doing really well with the fishing. I'm going to use, I've mentioned him before, Alex from Alex's Fishing. I'll mention him before because he was a prime example. When I was first starting out, I'd watch some of Alex's fishing videos and see, oh man, look at the great catches he's doing. And I remember one video in particular, and he was off, I think it was off Christie's Beach near Noarlunga, and just pulling in these massive salmon. So, you know, me being, you know, fairly new to fishing, and fairly new to fishing. I don't know if I'm hitting the bottom there, and thought, right, I'm going to go there and check that out. So I'd get, I mean, the exact same lure, the exact same spot, checking on Google Earth, and zilch, nothing. And this was going on a few times, and I'd see some other videos and go and get the exact same gear and go there and still end up with nothing. And I started getting like really sort of disheartened, thinking, man, what's wrong with me? You know, what am I doing wrong? I'm using the same gear, same spot. Is it just me? And not that I thought I was going to pack it in, but I was just getting really disheartened. And then, you know, sometimes I'd just go to my own spots and, you know, catch some fish here and there until my knowledge increased. And, you know, fishing's fishing, as you know, it's not called catching. But, you know, then I'd meet Alex at his work at Anaconda when he's there sometimes, and, you know, and I questioned him and said, oh, you know, haven't seen any videos lately. And he said, oh, you know, I've been out the last 4 times and I caught nothing. And that was really surprising for me. And then I realized, well, of course, all these people, they're just putting on videos of when they're having these awesome catches. You know, and it makes you think that, you know, they're doing awesome all the time and they're catching so much all the time. While I'm yapping on, I should have this out. And you think that, you know, they're catching so much all the time, what am I doing wrong? And it wasn't necessarily the case, you know. So that's why, you know, sometimes I'll put some compilations of, you know, when I'm not doing so good, and I know there's not always enough for one video, so I'll put like a bit of a compilation if I've gone out, you know, a few times. Like today, if this is all I catch today, it's not worthy of a video just in itself. But I just wanted to let you guys know, starting out, and, you know, you're doing it tough, not everyone has a good catch all the time, and don't let it put you off. Just keep going, keep trying different spots. And I mean, you know, one example, I went to Aldinga, and I'm sorry for raving on so much. I went to Aldinga one time and bagged out on squid and got hardly any fish. I went there 2 weeks later, not one squid, zero, nothing. And I ended up just getting a heap of leather jackets, you know. So you're not having great catches all the time. So yeah, just wanted to, you know, remind you guys of that. You know, don't feel bad if you're not doing good catches, man. It happens to me all the time. Look, when I went to West Lakes one time and I got nearly 30 salmon trout, and the last 4 times I've been there, exact same lures, exact same techniques, zero. 4 times, the last 4 times, zero. You know, the water has been a lot murkier there, but still 4 times with nothing to show. So what they say, man, that's fishing. Got myself under this bridge in between some pylons, seeing what's under. I've got some bait out as well as a few lures burleying up around here. Apart from that, there's not much else I can do. If the fish are here, hopefully get a bit of a hookup. Really interesting spot. Got so much traffic going over, a few larger boats coming through, but yeah, somewhere different for me to come and fish anyway, so I'm really enjoying it. Kept on getting my bait pinch, but I think I've finally hooked onto what was stealing my bait all the time. Right, little tiny trumpeters. Righty, and they can be in like plate proportion, these little things, and they just love stealing your bait. So I think that's me done in this area. I'll go look for somewhere else. So you have a look at some of these old and rusty places that haven't been used for years and years. I know back years and years ago the port used to be pretty alive with shipping and freight and all that sort of stuff, but the place is just rotten around here. But interesting to come and explore as well, the old wharfs and piers. Quite a lot of history around here, and you can get to places obviously on the kayak where you can't by foot or by road. So no, I'm yeah, definitely enjoying just being out and about today, having a few days off work. It's been good. Clutch again. Thrashing around. I've had a treble before in the hand, and it is not nice. Be super careful. Right, let's him out. Areas to come fishing, but I really wanted to check out this electric motor, and you can't use electric motors at Maiponga or West Lake, so sort of Port River was my next bet. I was thinking about Garden Island as well, but yeah, so far so good. It's been excellent. Once I got my line tangled in the prop underneath, so that was a lesson learned. Got snagged a couple of times on some pontoons, so that's why I don't do much brim fishing, because you know, flicking at structure and that, and I'm always getting snagged and losing lures and that type of thing. But yeah, trolling today, just been relaxing. I'm really just interested to see how long this battery lasts, this 50 amp battery. So far so good. I've been running it on about half speed, sometimes going up to full speed, and it gets along pretty well, so I'm happy with the speed. To see how long the battery lasts. Scored myself a double hooker. Stay on. tail in the glass monkey, so it looks a lot like some bait fish that they'd be going after. But there for the moment. Let's see if I'm still on here. I've lost this one. Yep, lost that one. Well, that's alright, can only do one at a time. Which side? On the other beaches. Lost that one out, a few hits on this one. Still there. Nothing spectacular in size, obviously. That bait fish imitation, Monroe soft plastic. Let's see if this one goes in size. Yeah, he's just on 21, so I think I'll let you go. Bit of action while I'm doing the testing's great. A couple of minutes later, another one. This one, better. Putting up a bit of fight anyway. So just have a look at this place out here where we're fishing. Just almost some desolate wasteland. Yeah, that's no bigger than the one before, but put up a bit of fight. Again, that one can go back. And straight away another one. So I'm back nearly where I started from, at Snowdon's Beach. Still got plenty of battery life. I might head down a little bit further. Just to see how much distance I'll get. Just a bit better. And self-unhooking is the best. Yes, I've always noticed here salmon not quite as big and fat as in West Lakes, but bigger this time than when I was here last though still, so that's one decent thing. I've only had to throw back a few. Average size has sort of been what this one is. I'll give this one a measure. See how long that lasts as well. Soft plastic. About average size what I've been getting in the port today. Yeah, just about 24. So yeah, average size. I've lost count how many I've got. I'm thinking about 10. Check afterwards. And I see already that soft plastic gets hit again. Tied one rod. I lost my double clutch. I've had that one for a while anyway, so it doesn't bother me. I just get another one. It's getting quite shallow there along the beach area, and a few rocks and that at the bottom, so I must have hit one of those and just bang, snapped off straight away. That's all right. That's what happens. gets any worse, I'll pack it in. I just get down here a little bit more. Motor crank it. Still getting a few, but yeah, nothing of massive size. Just what I was expecting. Just using one rod now. Go back. See you, mate. I've been really impressed with, and I'll put a link on the video in the packet, the Munro's lures. I mean, even you know, the 3-inch grubs in the motor oil as well. They do them, and the tail's got this little, I don't know if you can see that little thing there as well, and they just don't I don't know, some of the other Z-Man ones, you use them once and then it's almost like they disintegrate and melt, where these ones don't. You can use them like again and again, and they seem to be really hardy as well. So yeah, I'm really impressed with